Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday. and welcome to this Friday Footsoak. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm your host this evening. I'm Jennifer. I will introduce myself a bit and then we'll get started. So I am living in Cleveland, Ohio right now. I've been here for a while, but I was born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. That is where I went to my first meeting, actually, my first Sahaja Yoga meeting. And from that point on in life, I would say that my life changed trajectory. I would say that the first meeting was very memorable. I had a very beautiful experience when the yogis there asked me what it was like to have, this experience of Kundalini awakening. I said, wow, it's like all the cells in my body are awake for the first time. And I think for about 2 days, I must have been just joyful for no reason, which would never really happened. There always seemed to need to be a reason before that. But so it was this moment in life that transformed everything for me. I would say that day I was given um, a treasure not like one that you would find like a gold box or a car or a giant house, but a treasure like a seed that, is placed in your hand. And, someone says, here, this is yours, take care of it. And so that's what Sahaja Yoga has been for me. It's been this constant unfolding, like in the seed, there's everything in that seed. There's the blueprint of the tree, there's the growth, the leaves, how to make them, how to make the fruits, flowers. Then all the flowers and fruits, those produce the shade, the beauty, the cool breeze it produces, everything within that seed. And that is what Sahaja Yoga has been. It's a constant unfolding. I remember in the early days, I found this treasure that helped me reach that state of meditation. In the beginning, I used to say, there's a button up here that if I just push it, I go into thoughtless awareness. I was amazed. I was simply amazed. And anytime I would push this button, my Kundalini would go up. I could feel this light starting to radiate within, and everything became more comfortable. Everything became more peaceful, no matter what the situation I was in. And this became a very special asset in life, this comfort that my Kundalini would give me. Another treasure that it gave me was the people that I meet in Sahaja Yoga, no matter the age, the background, the country, the culture, the language. Everyone I meet who practices Sahaja Yoga becomes deeply entwined in my heart. And I don't have to talk so much or see so much them, but as soon as I meet them, I'm just connected. And this has been something very special, part of the treasure. And I think one of the biggest treasures of Sahaja Yoga has been my own connection to my Kundalini, my own relationship with my Kundalini. And this has deepened over time. There's been things that test it and that pull me away from it, and see if I want to go back again to that beautiful state that I know it can give me. I would liken my own Kundalini to a fire, like a campfire. So you imagine yourself in dark woods and someone starts a campfire. And all you want to do is just huddle around and feel the glow, feel the warmth, hold your hands to it, bask in the comfort and the shelter it gives you. And this is like the Kundalini for me. This is what it does for me. And so I think one little experience I'll share is actually this very recently, I found out that my father had passed away, and this was actually unexpected. I I uh, I didn't know. I hadn't had a chance to say goodbye, and the moment I found out, this Kundalini connection, this relationship that I've been building over these 17 years now, kicked in, and it just started flowing. I started to feel this comfort and this protection as soon as I heard the news. And I came into a deep, deep silence and felt so protected. And we all decided as a family that we should um, meet, have a memorial, and say something nice about our father, something sweet that we could all remember. And I really didn't know what to say. But I did what I'm, grown to do now, which is to sit with my Kundalini. So I sat with my Kundalini, just put my attention on it and let it blossom inside. And I started to spontaneously write something, and it came out so beautifully. I wrote it down. And the day of the memorial, I raised my Kundalini beforehand, put myself in Bandhan, and I kept my attention, like I said, on this little button up here that brings me into that connection. And so through the whole service, I had it there. And finally, at the end, I had a chance to read these words that I had written. And my whole family and the whole feeling just transformed. Everybody went from kind of this heavy, of course, as we know, heavy feeling to this light feeling of gratitude and awe and comfort, that we can all look forward to something, that we have a legacy to live, our father's legacy. So I never had expected it to turn into that, but this memorial service turned into something transforming for the whole family. I think I'd never seen everyone so grateful and in awe, and it was all I due to this connection that I feel I have. I think it was supporting and helping everyone. And at the end, after we finished, um, a few of my family members sent me a message, and they all said, "You have no idea how healing and how comforting and perfect your words were, and how meaningful they are, and how much they've helped me grow just in this little tiny hour we spent together." And I was so thankful. And I thought only in Sahaja Yoga could, a memorial service transform a family into something closer and more sacred to each other. So, um, it's been 17 years, but we keep this well of nourishment keeps coming in Sahaja Yoga, and it deepens over time. So I just wanted to share. It has been an interesting week, but something that's worth sharing. So we're all here to enjoy the silence of meditation together, to enjoy the clearing of our Footsoak. So let's begin. So everyone should have their Footsoak ready. We can prepare ourselves together. We can roll up our pants if we haven't done that yet. Okay, so let's start by bringing our attention again inside, like I had mentioned, into the Kundalini. And if it's helpful to do that, we can just put our fingers on the top of our sasrara for a moment, just to begin bringing our attention inside. And so let's all collectively, with our attention on top of our head like that, raise our Kundalini. And take Bandhan together. So now we can perhaps begin to feel the flow of the energy coming through the subtle system. So we can put our hands over our Footsoak just above, and we can request that the energy within us, the Mother Kundalini, help to vibrate our water with its qualities of rejuvenation, refreshment, love. And so we may, with that intention, already feel the cool breeze coming out of our hands, or may not, maybe it's warm. So we just watch. And we can, together, if we have learned, we can say the mantra, which helps to awaken the quality of the Footsoak, which is to clear us, which is Shri Samudra Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So now we can place our feet in the water. And we can place both hands towards the Mother Earth. Just relax, sit straight, so that the Kundalini can rise through all the centers. And Footsoak, we usually try to keep our eyes open. And here we have a picture of Sri Mataji. So we can begin with watching her. And try to watch her without thinking. You can watch the ocean behind her, the sky. And we can just allow naturally all the heaviness, all the burdens that we have accumulated today, and all the channels and all the chakras. Allow it to just flow out of the feet and out of the hands into the earth. We don't need to do anything. Just be softly alert and aware of what's happening inside, especially what's happening with our Kundalini. And we can take a moment and take a deep breath in. Inhale all the way to fill up the lungs. And as we do this, bring our attention to the Sahasrara. We can close our eyes with our attention at the top of the head. And then as we exhale, we can let the attention settle down on top of our head. Again, breathe in very deeply. And as you get to the top, you hold your breath and just keep your attention on top of your head. And then exhale and allow your attention to settle down on top of your head. Just do this a few more times. Breathe in, bringing the attention all the way up to the top of your head. Breathe out, let it settle and rest and sit on the top of your head like you're sitting on the chair. Just sit your attention there. We may notice that our attention wants to go around. wants to dwell on something that happened or think about something we need to do. In this exercise, we just use our breath to allow our attention to get stronger and to obey our desire. So now we can open our eyes and look at the picture of Mother, Srimataji, there. We can place our left hand on our lap, open, and our right hand towards the ground. And as our attention begins to move inside and we move into thoughtless awareness or into quietness, we can close our eyes. But we should allow Mother's picture to soothe us until we can find that quiet inside. So with our left hand open, we can bring our attention within. We always rest at the top of the head with our attention at Sesrara, but we can also look within from that vantage point. So we can ask our own Kundalini, Mother Kundalini, please come into my left side and enlighten my left channel. O Mother Kundalini, I leave my left channel in your care. I leave all the problems, all the heaviness into your care. Please, by your soothing grace, enlighten my left channel with comfort, with security. We can place our right hand on our left heart. Here resides the spirit, the pure and untarnishable light within every human heart. O Mother Kundalini, please fill my heart with the light of my spirit. and hear the aspect of the divine which resides in the heart. Is embodied in Sri Shiva and Sri Parvati. So we can say the mantra or listen to the mantra of Sri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can allow the mantra to take its effect on the heart. Let it settle there. We can just watch the state of our heart. Is it relaxing? Just witness it. And we can allow it to grow stronger by asking our own Kundalini. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please come here. Come to my heart. So we can now place both our hands open on our lap and just raise the hands above the lap a bit to the level of the heart. And just notice on your own hands if one hand is heavier, one hand is cooler. Just notice if the left side has changed. We may notice specific fingers which are heavy or cool. This will naturally work itself out as we meditate. And we will begin to feel the cool, refreshing comfort of the Kundalini. So now we can clear our right channel by putting our right hand on our lap and our left hand towards the back. We can again open the eyes for a bit and just watch Shri Mataji's photo without thinking. If we see a thought, we can say, not this, not now. And as we feel our attention being drawn inward by the Kundalini, and our attention moving upward into Sahasrara, we can choose to close our eyes, or we can keep them open. But we only try to close the eyes when we have reached that thoughtless awareness. It's all our own story, every Footsoak. So we just watch it. And we allow whatever is needed to work out. So now we can request our Mother Kundalini Oh, Mother Kundalini, please come in our right side. Mother Kundalini, we surrender all of the heat, all of the activities of the mind, of the body, to your care. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please make me the witness. Now we can take our left hand and place it onto the liver, which is on the right side of the abdomen, just, we can say, below the rib cage. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please come to our liver. Please soothe and relax our attention. Take out all the pressure. Quiet down our thoughts. We can put our left hand back on our lap and just give a bandhan to our liver. So we can take our right hand and do a clockwise circle around the liver on the right side. And like a fan, we can feel the coolness it's giving. And then as we get tired, our hand gets tired, we can put that in the Footsoak, the heat of our liver. Just put that in the Footsoak and go back and give a bandhan there. And just offer again the heat to the Footsoak. We can rest our hands open on our lap and now bring our attention to the center channel. With our right hand, we can place it in front of the sacrum bone at the base of the spine below. Can slowly raise our hand through the center channel up past the heart, the Vishuddhi, the Agya, and touch our Sahasrara at the top of the head. And as we do this, we can do it a few times. We can feel with our own attention the Kundalini as it radiates from within us. So try to feel that radiant power of the Kundalini coming through your center channel. Just try to place your attention there and become aware of it. Especially as you pass through each of the chakras, the centers, you can feel in each chakra which chakra may be cool with the hand. You can feel on your right hand and which ones are less cool. So we can just do this one more time. And we can just place our right hand right at the Sasrara and massage for a moment. And then raise your hand up above slightly so you can feel something on the palm. Or even at the top of your head, you may feel something. So just detect, like a scientist, what you feel. And now with your attention nicely stationed up here, you're going to bring your hand back on your lap. And we can now clear our left and right channels into the Footsoak. So cross your hands like this, and then take down the ego and super ego at the top of the right and left channel and uncross, and then bring down into the Footsoak like this. So we're taking the heat from our ego and super ego, which cross at the agya, and then pushing it down into the water. So just do this a few times. Very good. Now, as we do that, we can just counter it again with bringing the attention to the center channel and touching the top of our head. And with our attention here, we're going to rinse our feet quietly and just set our bowl aside so that we can meditate for a few more minutes together. So we allow the Kundalini now that the pressures of the chakras and the channels have been relieved by the Footsoak, by the element of the water and the salt. We're going to allow the Kundalini to expand within our center channel and to relax and open so that we can move into the state of thoughtless awareness. So we can just rest with our hands open on our lap. And again, bring your attention to your breathing. So you can breathe in with the attention moving upward into Sasrara at the top of your head. And as you exhale, just feel the softness within yourself, the gentleness of the Kundalini. And it is at this time that we just receive. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to say any mantras. We just try to take out all the effort in our minds, in our hearts, in our body. And just receive the peace of our own spirit, the peace of our own Kundalini. So what helps me to do this is simply just, again, taking the right hand and raising up through the center of the body, and just tapping my Sasrara. And when I have my hand above my sasrara, then I can feel that the sasrara is open. And as it is open, it is nourishing me and pouring all the benevolence and love of the divine into my being. And I am just emptying myself so that I can feel that. If I feel something in the way, a heat in my own body or in my fingers, I can just spontaneously give a bandhan there. So I feel in the Nabi chakra some heat, which is not allowing me to relax completely. So I'll just take my right hand and very lovingly, because I am actually flowing with the love of the Kundalini now. So my hands are its instrument. So I just give bandhan around my navi. And just like you would soothe someone or give someone a massage, do the same with the navi, the stomach. And just take out any of the heat and just flick it onto the ground as you feel it. We can just rest our right hand on the center of our navi. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please bring peace in my navi. We can say for the navi, Shanti will be said 3 times, and we start with Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So now we can just meditate quietly for a few moments, and with our full desire to rest at the top of the head with our attention and to just receive the light and the comfort of our spirit. So now we can gently open our eyes. Just look at the bindi, the red circle on Sri Mataji's photo. Just see, am I thinking? We can take our right hand and just touch our sahasrara. Raise slightly above. See if we can feel something on the right hand. Cool or warm breeze. And then we can switch. We can try with our left hand. See if there's a slight difference. And with our eyes open, we just concede, can I keep my attention up here, the top of my head? Can I keep it above? So now we can raise our kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan together. As we finish, we can bring our hands in front of our heart. And just express our own gratitude. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for sustaining us, for clearing us, for helping us grow. So that concludes our Friday evening Footsoak. Again, my name is Jennifer. It's been such a pleasure to be with you all tonight. Wish you a very beautiful evening, a beautiful weekend ahead. And we will play music now for anyone who would like to settle a little bit more into their meditation. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.